So our problem is the end link is a little bit loose on the watch. This one's only barely loose. It's actually quite secure, quite nice, but let's say we want to snug it up. What we're going to look at is the back, and you see that tab coming up off of the case. That's because it's open too much, and the bite needs to be a little bit tighter. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our pick here. We're going to remove this carefully here without scratching the watch. That's the plan. There it goes. And then we're going to move the watch away from the items we're working with, and we're going to look at the bite. That's pretty much 2 straight lines, roughly speaking. And the same here, pretty much 2 straight lines. So instead of making them straight, maybe we're going to bring them in just a little bit. If we want to take care, well, the pin just fell out. If we want to take care of the end links about scratches, we can cover it. Let's give it a little bit of a snug here. Watch that tab. There it goes. It just closed. Just closed a little bit more. You can see it's very closed, but we're going to try that actually. We're going to try it. It looks like it might be too far closed, but sometimes you'll be surprised how far you can close these tabs. All right, let's have a look on this side. That's pretty even, left side to right side, and certainly closed a little bit tighter than it was. Might even give it just a touch more. Just a touch more, all right. Feel quite happy with how tight those are. I think we can put this on the watch now and have a look. Tip the head of the clasp, the tail of the clasp. The tail of the clasp always faces towards the 12. Exactly like that. Then we're going to flip both items over, keeping the watch in the left hand. And if you're right-handed, you want to hold the bracelet in your right hand. You're going to see why in just a moment. Let me find the pin. Where did the pin go for this? All right, thank you for waiting. Here is the pin, or a pin. We're going to put the pin in as usual here. Then we're going to take this in our right hand, if we're right-handed, and notice the bracelet is upside down. The watch is upside down. We're going to try to put the bottom pin in first. And it is. It is in there. The bottom part of the pin is in now. Then we're going to take the top part of the pin. We're going to start getting it up here near the hole, just like you see it. And I'm holding it there. And in the meantime, I'm going to take this pick, try to push that tab, push that pin inside, and see if we can get that pin to line up with that pinhole. And when you do this job, it will be difficult because you've tightened the tabs up and everything's going to be more secure and there's just less wiggle room. But look at the end result. Have a look at that. Absolutely no movement. Very clean fit against the case. Have a look at that. And when we go to the back, you can see those tabs are now very securely flush against that case with no movement up and down. That's how we make our end links very beautiful. Any questions? Leave them in the comments, please.